Ready to go. Welcome everybody to February's Global Meditation. My apologies that Metatron cannot be with us today. She was working all weekend with a channeling energy class and just didn't have the chi to be here tonight. And so Divine Mother has decided to show up, but Metatron's here with us. If all of you just want to just open up your space and your energy fields, and we'll just allow the energy and the imprint of Metatron to be with us anyway. Just imagine that, and I'm going to take a moment to go in and draw forth Mother. We'll do a meditation, and then if you do have questions from Mother at the end of this recording, I'll do my very best to manage the hand raising and respond to you in that way. So give me just a moment. And while this is happening, go ahead and go into your virtual space of peace and clearing and love. So Mother is here, and I'll do my best to keep my eyes open or closed, but I tend to work better with them closed. So let's see how this goes. So welcome and good day, beloved ones. Thank you so much for joining us today. We recognize that it has been a great time of great growth for many of you, and also a time of challenge. For there is a constant, we're detecting a constant emotional turmoil in the earth plane at this time happening in your world. Many different thoughts and emotions, states of being upon your planet at this time. Just breathe into all of that that surrounds you in this moment. So tonight, we're going to take a bit of a journey to heal and to embrace change. How does that sound? So to begin with, I'd like to invite each of you to begin by closing your eyes. And everybody take a nice deep breath. And with that breath, feel your heart as it begins to open. I want you to imagine that as your heart begins to open, that you're opening your heart to everyone else that's here on this call. I do hear some noise. I'm going to ask whomever to mute yourself, please. Thank you. So just feel in your heart and imagine that we are all in this together. See us here together. Even those that will be listening in to the meditation later. Imagine us in a circle, surrounded by a great light. Begin to see and feel as this light begins to fill you up. This brilliant light. Imagine it filling you from the inside out. That's it. Just imagine like a white, starry light beginning to fill you up. We're also going to open up our circle and allow the healing light of guidance to join us. So if I can invite you each to step back just a little in your imagination, just step back and increase the size of our circle a bit so that you can feel Spirit and your guidance as they stand next to you. Make room for them in our circle. Thank you. And if you can be so kind as to bow in acknowledgement to your guidance, your higher consciousness, your higher self, whomever it is that has decided to join you this evening, just acknowledge them. Allow them in. For these guides, whether standing beside you or perhaps a bit behind you, will be making a contribution to each of you tonight. That's it. And as we begin our journey together this evening, I want you to imagine balance. Find as much balance in your physical form as possible. Sit up straight, create an erect spine. Perhaps your head can be held up high. Breathe deeply into your abdomen. Notice your physicality in this moment. Notice if it's contracted or if it feels tight in any area. If you feel any tightness anywhere, please take your hand, the hand which you have free, and place it upon these areas, upon your body, and perhaps give it a rub or some movement to move that energy around, allowing the energy to flow more easily. And once again, take a deep breath and allow relaxation to come over you. I'm going to invite you now to bring your attention to your crown chakra and imagine your crown chakra as it opens wide. And the light that you have filled yourselves with begins to emanate out of your crown chakra, linking and connecting you to all levels of consciousness. All the way back to your divine source, that beautiful, great central sun. Just allow yourself to feel through your crown, yourself linking back. Just be gentle with your mind as the thoughts will come and go. Use your breath to digest any thoughts you have running through. Allowing your heart to open wide to the flow of this consciousness. Allow the flow of Spirit's love to penetrate and flow more easily through you. That's it. Feel your connection as you are here, suspended and aligned and connected to this source energy. And we will begin our journey to recognize that in this moment to acknowledge here that you are each in a state of great change. Great change is often easy, and yet great change can also be challenging, even chaotic, sometimes painful. There happens to be mental pain, physical pain, emotional pain. It is not something that we consciously choose to invite in, as the human has a tendency to want to disconnect so that you're not necessarily at the mercy of all that feeling. But our journey today, we're going to be focusing on what we call faith in change. Faith in change. Breathe deeply into your physical body, and I would like you to kindly repeat those words to yourself a few times. Faith in change. Faith in change. And as you repeat those words to yourself, pay attention to where it lands in your physical, mental, emotional bodies. And breathe. And just feel your breath opening up those areas. Any stress or tightness or tension that you may feel, just send your breath to those spots. And we're now going to imagine our journey as we travel together to a place of divine love. Connecting once again through our crown chakra, divine healing. We're going to go to a place of where divine compassion, a divine healing, a divine perspective resides. Perhaps you can imagine in this moment there are wings of a fairy, or a dragon ally is with you. Some other sentient, compassionate being helps to elevate you and lift you upon their wings. Just imagine there are a beautiful set of wings, so gentle. They spread widely open for you, and they will lift you from this earthbound reality and begin to move you from this consciousness, layer through layer, dimension after dimension, into the cosmos. Imagine this winged being, this fairy or dragon-like being, benevolent being, moving you to a place that represents faith and change. Go there now. I'm going to imagine each and every one of you beginning to take flight and landing, finding yourself landing in that place. And as you find yourself soaring in the cosmos and finding this place, take a look around at what you see. Perhaps some of you will see it as a beautiful temple. Others will. Others might see it as a beautiful garden. Some of you might even imagine that you are sitting in the heart of God. It's all perfect wherever you find yourself. And as you arrive and land in this beautiful, divine, compassionate space of your own creation, I want you to imagine that the words faith in change begin to resonate around you. Allow your mind and your heart to begin to hear a new understanding of what faith in change can mean for you. And breathe. For you, beloveds, have faith in many things. Faith in a God, faith in yourself, faith in things that you love. But what is the guiding force of change in your life? Feel it now. You trust in spirit as the guiding force of change in your own life. Is it your soul or is it something else? Is your faith in change also the divine presence in your life? Do you feel supported in this change? How many of you feel what it feels like in this moment to have change present for you? Where do you feel it in your physical self, in your physical body? Do you feel contracted? Does it make you feel uncomfortable to imagine change? Perhaps you feel a bit of fear or discomfort. And then there are those of you who are ready for change. You may feel the palpable excitement. You might even feel the impatience of this change upon you. And some may even be neutral, wondering when the change will occur. But rest assured that each and every one of you is embracing change in this moment. For it is known, it is a part of your journey that change is coming to each and every one of you to assist you. Allow yourself to ease into that idea, that understanding, that this change is indeed a step up the ladder of your own evolution. Evolution. That's it. We want you to go ahead, and the faith in change that we invite you to imagine it wrapping itself around you. Pull it in close to you. Pull it in close as though you will even embrace it. Even imagine that these wings that have carried you to this spot wrap themselves around this change in your life. And hold it dearly and sacredly. And it is within this loving sanctuary, this cocoon we've created. Just open your heart, open your mind to the change with love. Whatever the change that you detect is coming, I want you to begin to bless each of the upcoming changes that are making its way to you. These could be changes in your physical world, perhaps where you live. Some of you will be moving. Perhaps it is a change in your job situation, your work life, change in your relationships, both singular and plural. You know the changes that are coming. Allow yourself to invite them in on the wings of spirit and bless each and every change that is coming to you. Create that energy and the prayer of blessing as you embrace it. Thank you. I acknowledge you. I love you. This is important to do, to begin to understand the faith you must have within each of these changes occurring in your life. Repeat the mantra, faith in change. There is faith in change. You, beloved, must have faith in the change that is coming. Begin to lay down your control, lay down your stranglehold, your clenched fist, the iron grip that you have around anything changing or things needing to stay the same. Let it go. Open hand. This act of letting go is necessary so your soul and spirit may move through these changes with more ease and grace. Once again, take a deep breath and imagine yourself embracing each of these changes with an open heart. And just notice where you might be hanging on. Creating this awareness can allow you to let go with more grace. Perhaps it's a relationship that is no longer working. Begin to surrender to the faith and change. For some, you may be hanging on to a job that is no longer right for you, no longer serving you in your highest. Once again, I invite you, I ask you, I implore you to embrace this change. And as you do, surrender. Surrender to the new possibility that Spirit is bringing you. Something new, something more exciting. These changes are necessary. They are for the goodness of all evolution. And just see yourself releasing any stranglehold or grip or hardened grip that you have around any of these changes or these feelings that are new for you. And begin to imagine that Spirit, that God picks them up for you, each and every one. And God will cradle and hold them so that you will not have to. There you go, each one. Just surrender, relinquish them each to God's hands, God's arms, God's earth, God's light. Have faith that your path is indeed changing, that your soul's journey is indeed expanding. And just begin to feel into the physical, the emotional, the mental, the possibility of these changes, wherever it is that you feel them in your existence. For each it will be different. And wherever it is you feel them, whether it is emotional, physical, spiritual, mental, begin to feel yourself filling up with the divine light. Any places that feel uncertain, I just want you to imagine that this divine light, this benevolent love for you in every capacity in your life is rushing in and takes the place of fear and uncertainty. Removes the pain, removes the unknowing, removes the fear. Begin to feel the divine healing, Spirit's love moving through you. Just feel bathed in it. And allow your own self to feel the expansion into the greater aspect of you. You might even feel those wings that brought you to this place of faith in the change, expanding as well. Feel yourself held up to meet, to rise, to elevate you just a bit higher. Feel your heart expanding, opening wide to embrace all of this that is you. And as you do this, you're going to begin to see and feel, perceive that which is the violet flame coming down from your crown chakra all the way through your physical body, helping you in your expansion and your healing, filling you up. Feel this violet flame in every energy center, all the way down to your root chakra, as it flows from your crown to your root, filling, flushing, healing. You might even see it flushing out of the root chakra and connecting deeply down into the earth star. That's it. Just imagine yourself flushing through, bringing healing light, cleansing, expansion through you. You, the soul. You, the spirit. You, the light. You, the I am presence. And as you do this, begin to turn to this benevolent being that's been with you since our circle. Begin to feel the presence of this spirit guidance with you, gazing at you ever so compassionately and lovingly. And if you're so open and willing, just imagine that this benevolent guide of your own, your angel, your higher self, takes you into their arms with a warm embrace. Feel the embrace of divine love. Feel yourself being held and rocked. Feel yourself being whispered to by spirit. Allow spirit to whisper in your ear, all is well, all is in divine order. We will not forsake you. There is nothing outside of God. The plan is unfolding. Allow that understanding to wash over you and to wash through you. The mantra, all is in divine order. I have faith in change. Once again, take another deep breath. For any lingering thoughts or fears that are still in this moment, I'm going to ask that you imagine that the hand of spirit source comes over you and touches that spot. And just feel that hand of spirit and source and love and God as it lays its gentle hand upon that spot and says, it's going to be okay. Remember, there are new directions and new paths and new opportunities and new experiences for each of you ahead of you. Source is holding them and guiding you in a new direction, enticing you forward upon your path. Trust in change. Have faith in change. For this is where your dreams live. You must step forward to inspire and expand your dreams, to perceive new things for yourself. breathe in the understanding of new possibilities that Spirit has lined up for you. There you go. Thank you. In this moment, imagine that you can release any linear thinking of being a human and that you can go in any direction. Open up your conscious and subconscious heart and soul of you to the path that has been laid at your feet by Spirit. Take a breath. There you go. Feel all of your guides and those earth angels and spirit angels and those beings of light begin to surround you once again. Feel the energy of Divine Mother behind you with her hand upon your heart chakra, infusing you with divine love, sacred healing. And as you feel the hand of God and Mother and Source and Light upon you, what do you need from God in this moment? Do not be afraid to ask for it. Ask the question. For your spirit and your guidance honors whatever it is that you need. Thank you. You're being asked to leave anything, any anxiety or anything at the feet of Spirit, that it will be answered. And once again, before we leave this place of faith in change, once again, fill yourself with all the love, the loving compassion that is surrounding you in this moment. Take and drink. Absorb as much as you physically possibly can. And you once again find yourself mounting upon the beautiful fairy or the dragon or whatever benevolent ally that you have chosen for your journey. Let the wings spread widely for you to mount upon the back and allow this aspect to help you find your way back into your space, into your physical body, to this time and place. Begin to bring yourself back fully present, bringing all the possibilities of faith in change. Continue to say that as your mantra. We welcome you back. We thank you for participating. If you'd like to unmute yourself, that would be fair. I will try to unmute and I will stop the recording. Thank you for being with us tonight.